Today, in a new TouchDesigner tutorial, we're going to create a crystal material. So for this tutorial, we need to create a specific material. We're going to use a PBR, and after that, we need to set up a little bit the shape, and then apply a few effects. So, as always, select everything and delete. We're going to start with a torus. Then connect this to a transform, because we need to rotate this a little bit and scale it, maybe, yeah. Connect this to a geometry. We need camera, light, then a render, and connect the null for the final product, and will be out one just for see what is going on, and apply a little bit of color just for remember what is important and what is not, and what it is, what is every element. So we have the first step, the geometry, and now we're going to apply a material. As I told you before, we're going to use PBR. We're going to connect the PBR. And the difference the PBR with the font is the font, I connect this, it's like the default. We have more white here, but the PBR needs more information and more lights. And for that, we're going to use two types of lights. The first one is this, but we are duplicating one to the left. This will be -10, 0. So we have this light. Copy, paste, go to the right. So we have here. Select all the lights. The dimmer will be 2. So for me, it's important to have the light in the same position. This is the front, this is the left, this is the right, the same as we are using in the view. And then we need a specific light they call environment light. And we're going to use a noise because needs an image. And we select the period to 5, connect them up to here. So now the material is better, maybe 8, just for see the full shape. And now we need to create our texture. For that, I'm going to create a noise. And this is important. The noise, the resolution for the noise is 256. But our torus, the rows are 20 and the columns are 40. It needs to be the same. So I'm going to create a constant. Name this to rest. 255, and connect this to the torus, the rows, columns, and always the resolution. You can change this number. I think 256 is okay. But when you use a high number, the computer collapses, so be careful with that. And this is okay, this is a low resolution and it's work fine. For the noise, we're going to use a simple 4D just because I prefer animate in this way the noise. HBS time, that's seconds, multiply 0.2 maybe? Yeah, so we have this animation. And we need to apply color. And we can create a ramp. And for the ramp, as always, maybe check the colors. Maybe I always use the same blue, red, and maybe an orange. Something like that. Or we can use the same I use for the example, something like that. So. And it's important to understand that everything about color take time. So I prefer have this prepared. So it's okay. Now we connect this to, with a lookup, and we have our color. Okay. Then we can connect this and see what's going on with our shape. For that, we connect a null. And we need three things for our material. If we go to maps, we have a lot of the maps, but we are going to use the color, the normal maps, and the high map. For that, we have our null, create again a null, copy and paste 3 times, and the first one will be color, the second one will be normal, and the third one will be the high. The normal needs to be a specific image with specific color, so we have this one, normal map. And for the high map, always needs to be black and white. So we need to create a monochrome. And I'm going to connect everything, the base, the normal, activate enable, and connect the high map. Nothing happened because we have this warning. The warning is we are using a normal mapping, but the sub doesn't have a tangent attributes. For create that or fix it, we move this, go to add, attribute create, and compute the normals and the tangents. So everything is fixed. And for the PBR, we continue with that. We put the high maps, and we enable displace vertices. So we have this. So everything is white, go outside. Everything is black, go inside. So we can play with this. Might maybe put the material to just for something like that. And as I told you, you can play with maybe a level. And the level will be, you can see the different what's happened. You have a more saturation image now. Okay. I'm going to put everything normal. You can change that later. Okay, we have our image. It's working, but we need to add more things. And important is if the image has more details or more information or more animation, you can have a different result to this. So for that, right now we have a noise. I want to apply a ramp because we need more information, and maybe a circular mirror, something like maybe, yeah, and connect this to a composite. So we're going to see what's going on. So yeah, we have this, something that we can animate. ABS time, that's seconds, maybe for 5. Yeah, we have this, and if we want to see what's going on in a better way, we can connect here a level and play with this, maybe more brightness, yeah, like this, not much. And we can play with this, the contrast, maybe. Yeah, saturation. Yeah, I like it. Okay, this is working, but we need more information. But we can play it at the same time with the shape. With the torus, we can play with the twist. I like this thing. I'm going to put the twist. The twist is distortion. If you put too much, you can see the shape is broke, so be careful with this. If we put this, you have weird things. So 2 is okay. Maybe 50, yeah, something like that. Maybe a little bit, yeah. And if I like this twist, I'm going to use another one. But the first one, we use the x-axis. This will be the y. And again, we can put this and see this shape. Yeah. Okay. And we have the attribute, and a cool thing with the materials is we can use a texture, and this what texture does is how the texture is applying to the object, way to say it. And we have the texture type, we have different, you can play all day with this. Say what happened with this one. So you can see different results for that. Cylindrical, rows and columns, face, uniform. Sometimes it's the same, but you can try and figure it out what's going on. This is different perspective. And in this case, we're going to use row and columns. And the cool thing is we can use the scale, maybe 5 times in the X and the Y, maybe 5 times. Sometimes I prefer put maybe what happened with this. I like this. It's cool, but right now we are using 5 and 5. You can try with the set, but nothing happened. So you can put 0 or 1. It's okay. Don't worry. So we have this shape. We continue now with the texture. I'm going to move this one a little bit. And for the texture, as always, we need more information. And in this case, I like to use feedback because why not? The idea is put more information inside. Okay. Right now we have a general, this is the ramp, but we need to move this color inside of the image. And we connect this to a feedback. Feedback is here. Then the feedback as always needs to be connected to a keyboard. When I press 1, need to reset this feedback. Connect to reset. So reset the feedback. And then we connect a noise and a slope. This technique, I think I show you this in the last video, I think so, on the past tutorials. And we connect the noise to the output will be just noise. And needs to be full color. Maybe more harmonic. This one. And maybe something like that. You can play with this and see what's going on. With the slope, we need not too much, maybe just 4 and more, so we can see the edges of the image. Use a blur. Put this maybe 3. This one. And connect everything to an composite. This will be an average. Oh, we have this. And now we connect this to this place. Give me a second for move more of all of this. Where is the feedback here? Give me for move here. Connect this to this place. Yeah, here it is. And as long as we connect the displays, it's crazy, but don't worry. That we need just a little bit change. And then a level for control the texture, create a composite, and will be a maximum, and connect this. So you can see something is happening. We need to connect the feedback to this composite. So we have this. Something is happening. So as you can see, it's too much. We need to change the level, the opacity, something like that. So we have a better texture with more movement inside. So yeah, we have this. I'm going to apply a little bit of color just for organization. Yeah, and this will be the in for this one. Yeah, we have our texture, but we need maybe add a little bit more about information. More information sometimes is good, sometimes not, but so be careful with that. But when I think this is okay with the information for the high map, so I prefer not move so much to this one. So for the next step, I'm going to create a noise because I want like a grain to this, and always noise, maybe a little bit, something like that. Maybe yes, something maybe one. Yeah, for have this, and then connect this to composite. Connect this, multiply. Yeah, because I want this like crystal element. Connect this to the normal. I'm going to apply color for remember it's important. And the same for this. These are important. Maybe yellow because it's a material. Yellow. Yellow. Yeah. Again for this. I'm going to organize this just for yeah. I prefer this one. So we have our material and look like a crystal. If you can play with this, maybe what happened with this. This is different. Oh, I think 5 is okay. And I'm going to put a better camera, maybe something like that. Yeah, that's work better. And I think our level is okay. And the next steps will be the effects. And for that, I'm going to move the lights a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. I don't know why, but right now I'm using a lot of the edge. It's like creating the details for everything. And you can try this. Less detail or more details. Maybe it's too much. Something like that. And we can play with the steps. Maybe less. Maybe they have 0.5. Yeah. And we connect this to a level. And then we connect this to a composite. Connect to earth. And this is too much, but we can fix that with the opacity, sorry. And so of the edge, nothing, a little bit. Yeah. And then we go to the glow. For that, we use the same technique that I think I showed in the last tutorial. We connect the channel mix. We put everything is black to alpha. Connect a blur here 4 times. Just for okay, organize it will be 1 to 10, 2 to 20, 4 to 40, and 8 to 80. And connect everything in a composite. Pim, and pim, pim. And we have 2 options to add. The add is too much. I prefer the screen. Yeah. And I connect to a level. And connect this to our shape. And composite. And the composite is the same. Connect and will be a screen. But when I did this, for me this is too much pride or gloom, something like that. Glow. So I decide to do something with that because a crystal is depend of the light. Is what area is glow. So in this case, I create a ramp. I change the period circular, just we need there only, and mirror, something maybe like that. And then I connect this to a composite for create a mask, and we create this with this one, upside luminance. And right now you can see the glow is just for a specific area, so I prefer that. And we can animate this to ABS time, that's seconds, maybe 25, yeah, maybe faster, yeah. And then we continue maybe fixing a little bit the sorry, I'm going to back. There it is. I moved something that I shouldn't. Okay, and then I apply maybe what's the level? Fix the color, maybe not too bright, maybe more glow now, more contrast. Yeah, I like this. And then for a better quality, maybe, or see a different way, I like to apply a blur to the image. So I'm going to use a ramp, just the resolution. We need a circular, going to hold black, and we need to change this is white and this is black. And the center will be full focus. Connect this to a Luma blur. Here, connect. I'm going to change this to black. And not this one, the other. So everything in black is blur, everything in this white is in focus. So you can check what we like more. And maybe I think we need to add a little bit more of the edges. And that's it. You can play it a lot with the noise. What happened if more detail? Maybe this is too much. This is not. What happened with the exponent? So you can see the difference. Go back. The same with the animation. Or I like this one with the texture. What happened if we put again 0 that maybe alone? I like this. It's cool. Or maybe 10, something like that. This is crazy. You can play with this, change the color, other values. And I hope you like it. And see you in the next tutorial. Bye.